Hi guys, I'm Faye, and right now I feel like I'm starting an AA meeting. Today is going to be a bit of a different thing because today's day 38 and I am at zero spoons. For those of you who are lucky enough to not know what the hell that means, it means that my energy and my motivation are just at zero. And normally I wouldn't take that as an excuse, but it's been a bit of a day. Uh, I don't know what to really say with this, but I haven't got what I need to get this done. Especially considering for most people, when they hit zero spoons, they can just tap out. They can find somebody to come help take care of kids. They can veg out. Oh, if they're lucky enough, they can veg out with their kids. To be honest, I did for a tiny bit tonight. That was absolutely delightful. That's the only reason that I think I'm still with it right now. But tonight, after finishing work, I had to come home and get stuff for a second job because tonight I did a catering job for my wife and a film that she's working on. And yeah, it's one of those things like that that meme of the person coming in and giving their partner a hug and you can see their battery recharging. That's how it is. And right now I have not gotten that hug and my battery is just tanked. I don't know if this is how it works for a lot of people, um, but I'm gonna try and explain how my brain works in this regard. So everyone has an amount of spoons for their day. Some days it's more, some days it's less, and that's all hunky dory. You get to plan around your spoon. Um, but in my case, I have a set amount of spoons, but they're not all the same kind of spoon. Some are teaspoons, some are serving spoons. There's one random ladle sitting around in them. I wish it was one of those Brontosaurus ladles because those things are adorable. But then sometimes something will happen and it'll be like somebody's dumped the cutlery drawer on the floor. And I'll go from having 10 spoons left to having nothing. And when that happens, I don't have any warning of it, which, let's be real, if somebody's going to come around and dump your cutlery on the drawer, you're not going to get warning of it. Um, when that happens, I just drop. And today I didn't get that option. But there are some things I can do for me that help not get rid of the issue. Because the only way we can get rid of it is through time and recharging. Um, Something that works for me to delay my issue with it is I spent 10 years working in hospitality, and a lot of the people that I worked under, specifically sous chefs, used to have a mentality of if you aren't in hospital, you're on the floor. If you have an issue, you can save it for when you're off the floor. So whenever we're at work, whenever we're in the kitchen, there are no emotions, there is no problems, there is no injuries, there is no illness. You get your ass up, you get your job done, and you deal with the issues when you're done. Because I was walking into a kitchen, I got to be able to put that on. It was, I literally said to myself, there are no emotions on the floor, picked my ass up off of my bedroom floor, and got to work. Because that works for me. Doesn't work for a lot of people, but it gets me through to the next step. as soon as I'd finished cooking, because I had to cook 3 different meals because we had different dietary issues, whilst also trying to get my kids dinner and try and get their stuff sorted. When the food had left, I just sat my ass down on the kitchen floor, curled up into a ball with my back to the cabinet, and just let everything go. I didn't cry. I didn't. Not that there's any issues with that, but that's just not how I do. I just let myself have the emotions and feel them. And then my daughter decided that she was going to come over and make sure I was okay. And that kept me going because she came over, picked me up, grabbed my hand and led me around, I should say. She took me in front of the mirror so that we could both, because she likes me, she likes seeing herself, and she likes me seeing her and me seeing us. She just gave me a huge hug. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's all you need. And honestly, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But yeah, she really got me through that. She gave me enough spoons to get through the rest of the night. She perked me up, and then we laid on the couch for a little bit, and we she likes me putting on filters on our phone or on my phone. At the moment, she's obsessed with an underwater one, so she pretends to be Henry the Octopus. It's adorable. I would share a video, but my kids do not exist on the internet. And yeah, it was great. Because of that, I had the spoons to be able to do some dishes and to play the Digimon TCG with my son, which if you haven't played it, you should go check it out. And then by the end of that, my spoons are all gone again. I had to cancel my D&D because tonight was D&D night, and I feel really bad because I've cancelled the last 2 on these guys. But I'm also trying to take care of myself. So that's the important part. I took care of myself, which is hard for me because I prioritize everyone above me. And that's something I'm going to try and change. This isn't me trying to say, hey, I'm going to change who I am. I'm just using this to get my thoughts out. But let's have a look at some of this shit. I haven't looked into any Japan stuff. My current step count is at just ticked over, so it'd be like 10,021. Actually, right here. Yeah, 10,027. We still have 100 in account for it. And I'll be honest, most time for the Japanese phrase, I just find something in this deck of cards that makes sense. So we're going to go for anyone that's going to Japan to party, or if, because we use this term unilaterally for a lot of things in Australia, if you've stuck it out to here, kanpai. Cheers. But I'm not doing the rest of this today because I just don't have the spoons left. But hey, I've been Faye. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you tomorrow.